All right. So if you are here, you are probably wondering, or you must have heard people talking about it. Forex synthetic indices. Which is better? Of course, this is actually something that requires some kind of argument, okay? Because generally it depends on the kind of trader you are, or the kind of person you are, or the kind of trader you want to be. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. By the end of the video, you'll be able to tell which is better looking at the two comparison. So the first thing is, let's actually understand what forex trading is all about, and then what synthetic trading is also all about. Okay, in the two condition, the two situation, we are trading the market, right? We are trading the charts, just like you see, but there are a lot of difference between them. Forex trading simply denotes foreign exchange, that is an exchange between one currency and another. It's just like exchanging one currency for another. That is what forex trading is. Yes. Now, synthetic trading is a type of trading which mimic forex trading. So, in synthetic trading, although you are trading the charts, but you are not really exchanging currency between one country and another. In forex trading, what you are doing is basically foreign exchange. Okay, so you can decide to buy USD with JPY, or decide to buy JPY with GBP. Okay, those are real currencies. But in synthetics, what you are doing, you are just trading a mimic of the real market. So the point is, the forex market is real market. It's just like what is happening between me and you. What's happening between us here. Okay, so let's say USD and Japanese yen, or USD and JPP. Okay, if you feel like USD is going to, or USD is going to have more value than JPP in the next, let's say, few months, you can decide to buy what? To buy USD. Okay, you buy USD with JPP to hold the USD until USD goes up. Now, I don't want to go into that terminology. That is actually beginner part of forex trading, right? Let me just tell you about the differences between the two. Okay, so the first difference is that in forex trading, you are trading the real market. You are trading real life situations. Okay, real life situations, real market. That's what you are trading in forex trading. But in synthetic trading, you are not trading the real market. Just to put it in a layman's language, when we say synthetic, it means human made. So it's just human beings that brought up this pairs. It's basically kind of like human beings that control the pairs. Why? For forex trading, what controls the pair is basically the economy. If you are trading real life situation, it simply means that whatever is happening in real life, whatever is happening in the country, in the economy, in the world as a whole, is going to affect the market. Do you get that? Whatever is happening currently is going to affect the market. So for those trading forex, whatever is happening in the country, okay, let's say you are trading USD. USD is a currency used by United States, right? Now, if you are trading USD, anything happening in United States, any major thing happening in United States is going to affect your currency and affect your trade. Are you getting it now? So anything happening in the country that uses the currency you are trading is going to affect your trade. Now, that whole event is called fundamentals. Okay. So when we say fundamental, we're talking about what? The happenings in the economy. That is what's happening in the economy. The news. You notice that when there's positive news in an economy, the currency of that economy tends to start increasing, start improving. Okay, the currency kind of like add more value or gain more value, and this reflects as what? As an uptrend in the forex markets. Okay, so the forex market, when a currency is gaining value, the currency will starts buying, starts going up like this. Why, if a currency is deflating, meaning if the currency is losing value, the currency start going down like this. So you get it now. So in the forex market, fundamentals is very important. For you to trade forex, you have to be looking at both the technicals, that is all these lines we draw on the chart, and the fundamentals. That is what is happening in the economy. Your ears has to be open to what is happening in the economy. Okay, so that is for fundamentals. But for synthetic trading, you do not need to know anything about the news. Okay, news does not affect synthetic trading. Okay, because synthetic trading is made by what? By human beings. Okay, basically, what they do is that they just They just make an algorithm. Okay, they give you the chart, present the chart to you like this, make an algorithm to be controlling the chart. So sometimes the chart can just be going up, then before you know, the chart can be going down, then going up, just trying to mimic the real market. Okay, but then news does not affect it. The second thing is broker. In forex trading, there are tons of brokers. Okay, you can see up to more than 100 brokers in forex trading. Okay, yes, and in a way, this kind of like give you an advantage to choose from one broker or another. Mean if you feel like, okay, I'm using this broker and this broker is not actually good enough for me or it's not good for me, I can actually move from this broker to another, or maybe until you find the one that suits you. So in forex, they have both regulated and unregulated brokers. Okay, but the point is that what there are a lot of brokers if you want to do forex trading. Do you understand me? There are a lot of what different brokers. Now, speaking of brokers, I use HFM brokers if you are here. So if you are here and you're looking for a good broker to use, you can click the link in the description for you to open your account with the broker I use. Okay, they have a good spread, and to me, I feel like that is actually the best broker I've used since I started trading. Okay, I've used a lot of brokers. Okay, I've used a whole lot. Trade 247. Let me not just list their names, but I've used a lot of them. And to me, my favorite, or the one that I feel like they have better market situation, in the sense that they give you better spread, less swap, and they even give you access to have a zero spread account. Okay, is HFM. So click the link in the description if you want to register with them. You can try it out for a while. If you don't like it, no problem. You can move on to any other broker you want. That is the beauty of Forex. You have a lot of brokers to choose from. Okay, but in synthetics, there are only very few brokers that offer synthetic indices. An example of these synthetic indices are what? Are volatility index, boom and crash, step indices. Okay, example. So you have volatility 10, volatility 25, volatility 100, volatility 101s, volatility 75, volatility 75 1s. There are just a ton of them. Step index, step 10 index. So that's just a whole lot of it. Boom 300, boom 500, boom 200. That's just a whole lot. Okay, in fact, the more we speak, the more they bring out more of it, and they move some older one, so they can easily make change anytime they want. But forex market, you can't make change to it. Are you getting me? USD remains USD. JPP remains JPP. You cannot change USD into another thing, but they can easily change boom 1000 to boom 300, or convert boom 300 to 200. So they can actually alter the market. The market you see today, you might come back tomorrow and it have all been removed. You get me? Okay, although they don't do that often, but then you can come back and see that we can have added new one, that have changed some things in the normal currency pair, okay, or they have made some tweaks to it. So that is the thing about synthetic. Okay, it's man-made, so they can actually alter it anytime. But for forex, it's standard. Okay, it's there. It was there before you were born, and it's going to be there even after you leave. Okay, so that is for that. So I was talking about broker. So for synthetic indices, there's only one broker, one major broker. Okay, I've seen another broker that offer I think Trade 245 offers some volatility index. Okay, but the major broker known for offering synthetic indices is the derivative broker. The derivative broker, they're the ones that are majorly known for offering synthetic indices. So you see that you really don't have much brokers to move from. Okay, you are just limited to one broker. Are you getting it? So they can start to manipulate it if they want to. They can start to, even when they're not performing well, even when they are not really doing up to your standard, okay, you don't have a choice than to be stuck with them. So that is the thing if you are trading synthetic. So you have only one broker to deal with, which means that the broker can decide to can alter both your rates. You can decide to alter the market, and you can't really do anything about it. You understand? There's no competition in that aspect. So it's only one broker in synthetic trading. Another thing is liquidity. Now, when we talk about liquidity, we're talking about in a way the ability of the market to either make you rich or broke. That is the simplest way I can put it, because if I go into the read it of liquidity, you might get confused. It's kind of like, how well does this market move? Okay, it's kind of like, how well this market I'm trading now, how well does it move? How many people are involved in it? So we'll talk about the liquidity for forex and synthetics. Majorly, forex have more liquidity because it has a lot of participants, but synthetics move faster. Okay. The point is, when Forex want to take out liquidity, they take out a whole lot of people. Forex market can be in one position for a week, up to a week. If there's nothing serious happening in the economy, it can just be there playing around there for a week. But synthetic market is always moving. Now, that is why by the end of this video, you have to decide which kind of trader you want to be. Are you the kind of person that is looking for, okay, you just want to take quick risks, want the market to move quickly so that you make your money, or you want to stay in something that is standard, or you want to develop in something that is standard, okay, something that, okay, is never changing, it's going to be there forever. So it depends on you. We're going to talk about that by the end of the video. So another thing again is that the forex market is open from Monday to Friday only. Okay, so Saturday and Sunday is closed, so there is no trading on Saturdays and Sunday in the forex market. But the synthetic market is open 247, meaning from Monday to the next Monday, you can keep trading. You can trade as long as you like, as long as you like. The market is never ending, always moving. There's no pause. Okay, so that is for synthetic. While the forex market is open 5 days in a week and it closes by 10 p.m. every day, Nigerian time, and it opens again around 11 or so. Okay, so that is that. So the trading is not 247, but for synthetic, you can trade as long as you like, as much as you like. So another thing again is spread. Okay, now when we talk about spread, we're talking about the charge. Okay, how much you are charged per trade. What you're going to notice is that in forex trading, you actually charge more spread than in synthetic. Okay, synthetic trading has tighter spread. Spread is basically the difference between ask price and bid price. Okay, in a simple way, it's just the difference. You see that loss you see whenever you open a trade. Okay, when you open a trade in the forex market, that initial loss you see, that is the spread. So the spread is actually more in forex than in synthetics. Synthetics usually have tighter spreads. Okay, so that is basically, these are kind of like a general overview. These are kind of like the major things, major difference between synthetic and forex trading. Now the question now is, which one is better? Okay, which one do you think is better? I will give you 30 seconds to think about that. Which one do you think is better, looking at everything I've spoken about? Okay, fine, I cannot give up to 30 seconds because I don't want this video to be too long. But if you look at it, it basically generally depends on who you are as a trader, the kind of person you are. I've done synthetic trading and I've done forex. Okay, I've done even other type of trading, binary trading, all of that. But then, while I was doing synthetic trading, I was asking myself, okay, this thing I'm doing, what would happen if the broker one day goes broke? Okay, let me just put it like that. If the broker goes broke, what will I then be doing? Okay, now, since then, that was about 5 years ago, until now, they're still running. Okay, and I'm not sure they're ever going to stop. You understand me? But then the thing is, since it's man-made, basically, since it's kind of like controlled by a human, it's basically like, it's basically controlled by a human, it can actually crash anytime. Okay, meaning that Daily can wake up tomorrow and say, okay, I'm no longer offering these synthetics. Okay, I'm no longer doing it, and decide to quit. Okay, Daily can decide to do that. Okay, now I'm not saying they would, but I'm just saying that because it's not the real market, it can decide to fold up anytime. That is for that. Okay, but then forex trading, no matter what you do, forex trading is forever going to be there. Forex trading, you are always going to be open the chart. There's always going to be USD. So as long as economies exist, as long as countries exist, you can always do forex trading. As long as currencies exist, you can always do forex trading. But then synthetic, well, you can decide, the broker can decide not to offer it again, and there's nothing you can do about it. That is for that. Now, another thing you should also consider is, which one is easier to trade? In a way, synthetic is easier to trade. You know why? Because synthetic, you're only going to be dealing with technicals, meaning you just draw those your lines, draw your resistance, support, other block, whatever you use, okay, and you trade with it. You don't really need to be thinking about, there's NFP on Friday, or there is so and so news by so time, there is CPI. No, you don't have to be thinking about any news. You don't have to be worrying about any country fighting. Okay, because if we hear now that Ukraine and US want to fight again, you see that currency is what will start nosediving, because people will start pulling out their money. Okay, so real market will start what? Nosediving. So the news will affect you in the real market, but in synthetic, it does not affect you. So synthetic is easier to trade because you only have to deal with just technicals. But for forex market, you have to deal with technicals, and you also have to keep yourself abreast with fundamentals and even sentiments. Okay, so forex in a way is actually more difficult to trade. But then you think of it, okay, which of these is actually more standard? Okay, you notice that forex is more standard, is more kind of like, is more fixed in a way. So you notice that forex is more standard in a way that it's actually more stable. Okay, it's more stable. Forex is not going to change. What you learn today, the support and resistance you learn today, that's what and resistance is forever going to be there in the next 20 years. You understand me? But for synthetic, well, the market can actually change the way you feel like, okay, I know how to trade this volatility index today. It might come back next 2 years and things have changed. Once upon a time, I do trades for at least 75, 1S index. At that point, the market was very, very slow. So I could easily trade with very low balance. I could trade with very low balance, and I don't have to worry about market maybe hitting my stop loss. And so I came back a few years after to try to trade that pair, and the pair was moving faster than JPUSD. So that is for that. The point is that the market, if you know today, could actually change. But if you master, let's say JPUSD, and you master it, and you feel like, okay, this is how JPUSD behave, I want to just focus on this pair for the rest of my life. Try the rest of your life. That pair is not going to change. Okay, that's for forex. It's going to be what it is. Its behavior is going to be the same. So it's more stable. But synthetics can change. The volatility of synthetics can change anytime. Okay. Now, another thing you have to consider now is also which of them is faster. Okay, like I told you, synthetic is faster than forex markets. Okay, synthetic is faster than forex. Now, you see that synthetic will actually be more or better for people that are scalpers and people that are day trading. Okay, because there's sometimes a situation where you might be there, you'll be there for 3 days and the market will not move. Okay, the market will just be probably just playing along, going up and down, no move. Okay, but synthetic, there is no way it wouldn't move, it will. So in synthetic market is actually very, very, very fast. So at the end, you have to think of it, which one is better? Are you the kind of trader that want to be trading 247, trade every time without having any time to rest for yourself? Okay. Are you the kind of trader that is looking for stability? So you just have to ask yourself this question: which kind of trader are you? Okay. Are you the kind of trader that is looking for stability? I want to learn this thing and focus on this one, and for the rest of my life, I don't want it to change. Okay. Or you're kind of trader that, okay, I just want to make money. Let me just make money. Quick market is moving. Let me make money. So it depends on you, who you are as a person and who you are as a trader. So if you are a scalper or maybe a day trader, synthetic markets would actually be the best fit for you. If you're like, okay, let me just make quick money, and you also want to just focus on just technicals, okay, synthetic market would be a good fit for you. But if you're someone that's looking for stability, you're looking for, okay, I want to learn this market, I want to be used to this market, okay, this particular one, and also you are ready to be checking fundamentals every time, then the forex market is the best for you. So it just depends on who you are. Are you the kind of person that you are looking for structure, you are looking for stability, or you just want to just, oh, let me just make money, quick money and go. So it depends on you personally. Well, I do the two. Okay, basically, and there's nothing preventing you from doing the two if you want to. But if you're a beginner to trading, you just have to choose one and focus on first. You can decide to do the other one later if you want. But there's nothing preventing you from doing the two. Okay, you can do the two if you want. But for me, I do more of forex than synthetic. But I do trade the two. You understand me? So it depends on you. It depends on what you want as a trader. It depends on who you are as a trader. So I hope I'm able to explain this to you, and I hope you now know the difference between synthetic markets and the forex market. And I believe now with this, you'll be able to make your decision on the one you should go for. Okay. Now, if you're a beginner to trading here, of course, I have a trading ebook which could actually help you through your trading journey. The ebook is divided into the beginner, the intermediate, and the expert session. It covers basically everything you need in trading, everything you need to be able to trade, both in the forex market and the synthetic market. The books have everything, the fundamentals of trading, everything you need about trading is all embedded in that book. So if you've been out with trading, or if you're somebody also struggling with trading, maybe you have been trading for a while and you have not made any headway in trading, I will recommend you actually get the trading ebook because it's going to help you a lot. Now, I also have a mentorship program which you can also join if you're a struggling trader, where you have personal contact with me. Okay, we'll get to talk. You tell me where you feel you're having issues, and we'll try to address that also. So if you want to join the mentorship program, there's a link in the description also. All you have to do is message me through the link and tell me you're looking for mentorship, and you'll be given information on how to join. So this is guys for today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video to all those that are also confused about trading, okay, regarding maybe trying to choose between synthetic and forex. Just send this video to them. It's going to help them a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until we meet again, guys. Peace.